got an adductor drill for you. This is an area, inner thighs here, that can be really limiting for things like squats, can be a limiting factor in running. So stabilizing and building some mobility in those, really helpful for a lot of folks and often overlooked. Here's a great way to combine a dynamic action with a static one and get the best of both in the process. We're gonna combine this lateral landmine sliding lunge, where it doesn't need to be a lot of weight. It could be anywhere from an empty bar up to 20, 30 pounds. We'll take a wide stance, feet ideally straight ahead, a little bit turned out if you need. From there, I wanna keep long arms and a tall chest, trying to create roughly a 45-degree angle from my hips to my head here, okay? With that in mind, I'm gonna stay nice and low, trying to keep the plate almost touching the ground the whole time, and I will slide side to side. Each time getting all the way to where the staggered leg is straight, back and forth, maintaining that torso angle throughout. Okay, and I'll hit that anywhere from 3 to 6 reps per leg, alternating. You'll get a lot of awareness, a lot of blood flow, and then we'll come here to a static middle split hold, okay? I'll move this over for you guys to give you a better view. In this static hold, a couple of options. I say static, although I'm gonna show you some options to make it a little bit more dynamic, which can be helpful for ironing out some wrinkles and finding your positions. So option one would simply be an assisted middle split, right? You'll use the box, you'll inch your feet out. Try to think about keeping your knees pointed forward and your hips anterior pelvic tilted and your stomach nice and tight. From there, you can alternate between actively trying to take your hands off and pushing down. You might keep your hands on and just take as little pressure on them as possible, and then relaxing. So you can go back and forth between that. If you're finding this to be a little easy and you want another challenge, we can start laying on the box and get into that position a little bit more actively. So I'll focus on that anterior tilt and lift my legs out nice and straight as far as I can. And then I'll push back into that position and come up. And now I'm wider, got there a little more dynamically, and I feel the things working that I want. And I can go back and forth. So I can go back down and just sort of cycle in and out of that. So that would be my static middle split option, and then my landmine. And I'll go back and forth between those two, again, 2 or 3 sets. Enjoy your adductor health and mobility gains.